I'm striving to get rich. That's why I always went 2 years without buying shoes and fits. Things change now. My mom hearing me with my music and she look a little proud.
Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in, and the Bears have made another major hire, hiring Akiem Williams to be the defensive coordinator for this Bears team. But before I get into my thoughts on that, make sure you guys leave this video a like, as that always helps this channel to grow. And click that subscribe button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the videos that I post on this channel. But the Bears have made their hire at the defensive coordinator spot, hiring Akiem Williams from the Indianapolis Colts. And let me just give a little bit of a background on his coaching career. He started at Norville High School from 92 to 95 as the assistant head coach, running backs, and defensive backs coach. Then he went on to the college ranks at William & Mary from 96 to 97 as the running backs coach. Then he switched over to the defensive side of the ball to be the defensive backs coach from 98 to the year 2000. Then he made his way to the NFL with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and that dominant defense as a defensive assistant in 2001. Then he spent from 2002 to 2011 as the defensive back coach from the Indianapolis Colts. Then he went on to be the defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings from 2012 to 2013. Then he went on to the Detroit Lions from 2014 to 2017. Then he went on to the Indianapolis Colts to join Coach Eberflus's defensive staff from 2018 to 21 as defensive back/safeties coach. And now he is the new defensive coordinator from the Chicago Bears. But I believe this can work just as well as Coach Eberflus's work. They have a familiarity with each other. As I said, he joined Eberflus's staff in 2018 when Eberflus was named the defensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts. He joined him as the defensive back and safeties coach. So they both have some sort of familiarity with each other, how the defense is going to be ran, how each other scheme the defensive side of the ball, how they like to call plays and things and tendencies and things like that. So I really believe that Akiem Williams can work with the Chicago Bears, as well as him already having some defensive coordinator experience with this time with the Minnesota Vikings. And he's also going to be the play caller, as Eberflus has previously said that he will not be the play caller and he will focus on being the CEO of the team. So I believe Williams can come in, and with this defense, they still have a lot of good core pieces. There's still a lot of things that they need to upgrade as well. But his time with the Indianapolis Colts, the Colts had possessed one of the better secondaries in the NFL, and they were one of the top defenses in the NFL. And the secondary of the Indianapolis Colts was a big part of why that defense was such a success. With the Colts, he's worked with guys such as Rock Ya-Sin, who's been playing a lot better, Isaiah Rodgers, Xavier Rhodes, Kenny Moore, who's becoming one of the better corners in the league. Sendejo has been part of that Indianapolis Colts defense this year as well. So he has some familiarity with working with corners, working with defensive backs to make them better. And I believe he could come in and really help this defense, along with Coach Eberflus, get them to back to being a competitive defense, because this Bears defense still has a lot at its core. You still have Khalil Mack coming back from injury, Robert Quinn coming off of a career year. You're interested to see what they're going to do with Lyle Nichols, what they're going to do with Akiem, Hicks, and Eddie Goldman. But assuming they probably retain some of those guys, you still have a very good front four. Roquan Smith at the linebacker spot. You're going to have Travis Gibson as well. You have Jalen Johnson, Eddie Jackson. So you have some pieces to work with on this defense for it to be a success. But you're still going to have to upgrade some corner spots. You're probably going to have to touch up the linebacker situation a little bit. But at the end of the day, with the 4-3 scheme that the Indianapolis Colts have ran, with Darius Leonard being a similar player to what we have in Roquan Smith, you have a defensive front in DeForest Buckner with the Indianapolis Colts being similar to what the Bears have in Khalil and what the Bears have in Akiem, Hicks, Eddie Goldman, and players like that. So I really believe that this hire brings a lot of that Indianapolis Colts solid defense to the Chicago Bears. Akiem Williams has a familiarity with Coach Eberflus with the Indianapolis Colts. So I really believe that this hire of Alan Williams to the Chicago Bears can work. He's going to be calling plays. He called plays back in Minnesota, so you're not getting a first-time guy calling plays. So at the end of the day, I really believe that this particular hire, combined with Coach Eberflus's input on the defensive side of the ball, can really help this defense get back to, I'm not going to say that 2018 level, but I believe this defense can be close to getting back to that level, even though you have some defensive pieces that are getting a little bit older in the tooth, as in Quinn and Mack and Akiem Hicks as well. You still have a lot to work with on this defense. And it's not like you're rebuilding a defense. It's not like you're getting a lot of new players on this roster, even though it is a brand new system to a lot of guys, because this defense has been running a 3-4 for the majority of their time in Chicago, and especially since Vic Fangio became the defensive coordinator back in 2015. I believe this 4-3 defense can still work with the Bears because they have a lot of personnel that is very versatile. They have a lot of athletic guys on that defensive side of the ball. So at the end of the day, I still believe that this Chicago Bears defense can reach a very good level under Coach Eberflus, and also as well under new defensive coordinator Alan Williams, who has some experience in this league. He helped guys like Darius Slay back when he was with the Detroit Lions, Winfield, when he was with the Minnesota Vikings. You had Bob Sanders, Antoine Bethea doing his first run with the Indianapolis Colts, and he was also a part of that Indianapolis Colts defense that wound up beating the Bears back in 2006 in the Super Bowl. And that Indianapolis Colts defense, now it wasn't a very good run defense, but during his time during the Indianapolis Colts run, they were a very solid pass defense. So he has some familiarity with coaching very good defensive backs and very solid defensive backs in this league. He has some familiarity with the defensive coordinator spot with his time at the Minnesota Vikings back in 2012 and as well as 2013. So you get a guy that has a lot of coaching experience. You get a guy in Alan Williams that has a lot of familiarity with Eberflus and how Eberflus likes to run his defense. You get a guy who can come in and be plugged in right away, and I believe this defense can really still get back to being a very successful defense. You still have a lot of core pieces, even though you still have a lot to fix. Alan Williams can come in with this Bears defense and along with Eberflus, and I believe getting the turnovers that they preach, getting the things that the Bears have been lacking over the past couple of years as far as being a better pass defense. You get a guy who has experience with defensive backs, which the Bears really need because that is one area that they tended to struggle a bit last season. So at the end of the day, I am one that I believe this Alan Williams hire can really, really work for this Bears defense. But that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys leave this video a like, comment your thoughts on the Alan Williams hiring down below, and as always, click that subscribe button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the videos that I post. But I am APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe, have a great and excellent day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.